What's going on, everybody? Thank you very much for tuning into your political updates. So we have two rising stars on the Democratic side. We have Maryland Governor Wes Moore, and of course, Mr. Gavin Newsom. All right. Both of these guys, most likely, in my opinion, are going to be among your Democratic presidential nominees. All right. They are getting a lot of attention right now. Wes Moore mainly because, as we speak, Donald Trump is talking about sending police to Baltimore, similar to what he did in D.C. Trump is targeting majority minority cities, okay, cities that he calls sanctuary cities. And he wants to send them to Chicago, and he also wants to send them to Baltimore. All right, so Wes Moore is getting a lot of play in the media because he's among the governors that are standing up to Donald Trump to say, hey, it's not necessary, not in my state. Because typically when Trump goes into these particular states, he's sending the National Guard. Typically, the National Guard are called by the governor. But there is a scenario where if things are bad enough, the feds can step in to say, hey, we're going to go ahead and call them up. All right. So that's given Wes Moore a lot of attention. What I also like about Wes Moore is that he is not sticking to your regular liberal news stations. He's not only going to CNN, he's not only going to NBC and MSNBC. He's also been going to Fox News a lot. And he's been talking to the audience of Fox News, which in my opinion is a winning strategy. Okay, listen, Kamala Harris, I believe, should write a book, and this is no dig on her. Okay, she should write a book on what not to do when you're running for president. And the reason I say that is because she ran a campaign that's going to go down in the books. All right, it's going to be a cautionary tale, unfortunately. Right, and mainly because she kept Biden's people in place when she assumed the nomination. All right. The first thing she should have done was to fire all of the people that were Biden's people, and she should have brought in her people that knew how to, as opposed to someone that's marketing a white male, an older white male at that. All right. So that's among the things that Wes Moore is doing that the other candidates didn't do. Gavin Newsom is another good one to watch. All right. I believe that he should have been among the nominees in 2024. But for whatever reason, because Biden wanted to stay on the ticket, I think he just didn't want any of that smoke. All right. But he is one that I think is going to be a good one as well. If you look at the way he conducts himself, his mannerisms, very presidential. All right. Wes Moore as well. He even had a mock debate with the governor of Florida. All right. Which, I think is good preparation. I also like the fact that he's gone on the offensive against Donald Trump. He's actually trolling Donald Trump online. He's talking like Donald Trump. He's cussing. He's like, look.
What's going on with those posts on X that are clearly trolling the president? What? Can you just talk about that? Is that like a strategy?
I don't know. I hope it's a wake-up call to the President of the United States. I'm sort of following his example. If you've got issues with what I'm putting out, you sure as hell should have concerns about what he's putting out as president. So to the extent it's gotten some attention, I'm pleased. But I think the deeper question is, how have we allowed the normalization of his tweets through social posts over the course of the last many years to go without?
If Trump can be bombastic, I can be bombastic too. So it'll be interesting. I could even see a scenario where these guys end up on the same ticket. Okay. But it'll be interesting to watch. A lot of people are like, hey, look at me. I'm getting ready. Because these governors understand that in order to push back the Trump administration, you got to fight. You can't be nice. All right. Trump's administration any rule that can be modified or can be in a way, just that you can even push the envelope a little bit. They will absolutely do it. They'll look for any loophole to deport people, any loophole to take over businesses. Okay. That's another video that I'll be talking about, how Trump wants the government to own a percentage of some of the businesses out there. But so anything that can be done presidential wise, Trump is going to do it. He's going to exploit that area. Anybody that's even remotely thinking about going against this administration and also propping themselves up for 2028 has to be able to go there. All right. And I think these guys are some people to watch. Guys, I want to thank y'all for tuning in for your political updates. Remember, comment, share, and follow us wherever you see our videos. Stay blessed, y'all.